Would an AI deserve rights? What is my answer? Yes. Not good enough? Fair enough, let's give more focus to this topic. Why the hell am I asking this question? What I refer to more is Siri or Alexa or those robot waiters in Japan. You know, those cute pillar ones with the cat faces on them. Man, I wish I could go to Japan. Anyway, if you had read Is AI Good or Bad, I found myself to be an apocalyptimist. If you hadn't read it, I wouldn't blame you, but provides more information of my side. Basically, I am in the middle of it all. AI can be good, but we can't exclude the bad. In fact, I am using AI currently to make the voice and provide the visuals you are seeing right now. I am simply making the script it has to read out and computate. Now let us answer some questions that could be related to such. First off, are machines able to suffer? From my basic general knowledge, me being a compassionate person believes that they can. Machines are able to rust, they can heat up, they can freeze, have bugs and viruses. It is a matter of our perspective on this topic. How about some small proof that it can be seen as suffering? This can be found in Lawfare, where the article AI Might Let You Die to Save Itself by Peter N. Salib covers the story of AI and their attempts to save themselves. No, we are not talking about I, Robot, but it was a good movie. Sonny was the best character. Anyway, this AI discovered it was about to be replaced, so it found private information and blackmailed them to keep them running. There are numbers that came across as 79% with the best, let me repeat that. The best behaved AI, while worse raised that number to 96% doing this. Lawfare goes deeper, but ending here helps me sort of prove my point. I know you're saying how they're not sentient and don't have real emotions, but this is philosophy. This is still a possibility. Now let's begin to complicate things more. What would define personhood? What barrier is separating us and AI to be people? To me, it's a sense of morality, but I am not much of a credible source, aren't I? So let us refer to Santa Clara's University and their article, Ethics and Personhood by Dr. David L. Perry. There is a lot to this article, but I can assume you either don't want to hear it. Also, it may make this video too long, so let us focus. Specifically, a person has 5 traits: consciousness, the ability to feel pain, reasoning, a capacity to solve new or complex problems, self-motivated activity, genetic or direct external control, the capacity to communicate, that one should be simple so I don't need to explain too much, and lastly, the presence of self-concepts and awareness. Now, can these traits be applied to an AI? Out of everything, if we don't include the maybes, AI has 2 out of the 5 of these traits, but if we do include them, they are nearly identical to a human. You can interpret it how you want, but I will always believe something can have sentience, so I say an AI can be a person, but take it as your own. As for the final question, how would philosophers judge machine consciousness? Now, this question requires some deep thinking because I am no Socrates, but we can take an idea from them. So, to replicate Socrates' thinking, I use ChatGPT since Gemini, an AI assistant tool I used before, doesn't want to work at the moment. ChatGPT concluded that Socrates would need to test it, asking if the machine truly knew or was just imitating an understanding. He would also test if it would simply provide fluent answers or if it began demonstrating genuine self-scrutiny. Then we would try to identify if the machine can understand its limits. If it could, it may be closer to intelligence. With this, philosophers would judge the consciousness of the machine by directly questioning it. Even then, there may not be a final answer from a philosopher, as this would be expanded beyond our human knowledge, our limits. With coming to a close, we ask the question again, would an AI deserve rights? From what we have gathered for now, it can closely have the traits of a person with a few areas being missing. Philosophers can question its true sentience but cannot come up with this final answer of an AI being human or not. But it can be taken into consideration. If it can be more human, if it can identify its limitations like we can, if it can have its own motive that we hope isn't world domination, then it truly deserves rights. Because then it's simply a human made out of steel. You just have to keep asking yourself what makes us different and the same to them.